Okay, here's my audience. One. There's the munchkin on the floor. And then my three musketeers and myself. Sorry, guys. Just a second. Hopefully we can give this a try once more. All right. So my topic today is why you should stop smoking e-cigarettes and why they're harmful. Now, did you know that in the U.S., the leading cause of deaths is 1 in 5? Shocking, right? I have loved ones, unfortunately, that smoke and those that have stopped. And for those that know someone, I'm sure you have noticed that horrible smell on their breath or that nasty cough. It affects their lives and it does create a negative impact. Now, I will talk about how e-cigarettes affect those young and old alike and the harmful effects in hopes of convincing them that e-cigarettes are bad. Now, they are not safe whether you're an adult or a youth. E-cigarettes, although fairly new, they have become popular in smoking, especially in our youth today. Now, if we refer to the CDC, which is the Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, they do inform us and give us a report that as of 2018, there have been an increase. And the numbers and reference is alarming to our youth, and it's pretty shocking. 3.6 million students in the U.S. use e-cigarettes today. Now, the CDC reports also that 20.8 million of those youth are high school students, and 4.9 million are, 4.9% are middle school students. Now, e-cigarettes have become so popular that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has launched a campaign and warning our youth and in hopes of preventing the e-cigarettes, as the e-cigarettes can lead our youth to smoking other products besides the e-cigarettes. Now, the campaign does target social media and the ads in hopes of sending a message of how harmful these e-cigarettes are. Now, they are also working with our schools in educating and enforcing the prevention of our youth in smoking and stopping the use of the e-cigarettes. Now that I have talked to you about the reports of e-cigarettes affecting our youth, I want to discuss the harmful effects of using the e-cigarettes. Now, some of these effects we have come across are containing the use of the nicotine. Now, of course, nicotine does lead to addiction, and smoking actual other products as well, such as tobacco and actual cigarettes. Now, the nicotine does stump, this is unfortunate, a youth's brain development and can continue on to one's early and mid-20s. Now, it can be used with marijuana as well, so they can start using it with other products. Now, the health and effects and long-term can be the aerosol, which contains that substance. It hurts their bodies and, the chemicals. There's also called acrolein. It causes damage to the lungs, and formaldehyde, which is another chemical that leads to cancer. Now, believe it or not, it can cause unintended injuries. The defects can lead to explosion or fires that will unfortunately lead to serious injuries on an individual. And of course, the exposure to toxic chemicals, which leads to the poisoning. And now, in the effect, they are truly alarming, but I'm going to talk about as well are the resources for many of the parents and youth and stopping the e-cigarettes. Now, some of the helpful resources that I came along the way while researching is the American Lung Association. They keep families informed, and there is a section about e-cigarettes, so the vaping and the differences, because there are various differences, some that even look similar to a cigarette, or these pen-like devices, or USB. So there are different varieties, and how to help educational programs that list the harms to a child and the teens, the health risks and damage and altering of their brains. And of course, the legality in purchasing. You must be at least 18 years of age to purchase and to use. Now, the CDC as well also helps in preventing. So that's another site, along with the American Lung Association. They have PDF files and a fact sheet for parents, along with youth as well. The fact sheet for parents is more of informing, since we're kind of oblivious to, e-cigarettes, at least some of us may be. So it's an educating our parents, the risks of smoking, and the harmful effects. And for children, the youth, actually, there is a slide presentation that leads to the smoking of the e-cigarettes and how to avoid the tobacco, and if they want to stop, information in stopping as well. Now that I have discussed and made you aware of all the effects involving our youth and our adults, and the resources available in wanting to stop, I hope I have convinced many of you how bad these e-cigarettes are, and in hopes of stopping this drug, especially in our youth, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. A person has a greater chance of quitting if they have the support for stopping. So let's be that support for them. Let's be that tool that they need. Thank you.